Welcome to another episode of Organized Grab Ass. We have another video giving you guys tips on how to play Pokemon Go as best as you possibly can. Now, when I first started, I started right when the game first came out, and nobody knew anything about the game or how to do it, what was the best practices, any of that. It was all just trial and error. So I want to share with you guys the top 5 best tips that I can give you to level up as fast as humanly possible. Tip number 1, focus on Pokemon eggs. Pokemon eggs are the coolest aspect of Pokemon Go. You walk a certain distance, it hatches. Typically, you get a really cool Pokemon that's fairly rare to your particular area or whatever. There's just a great variety, a lot of Pokemon that I have not seen going around, so you really want to focus on these things. Now, the problem is you can only carry 9 of these at a time. My suggestion, if you're going to buy anything in this game, if you're going to spend any money at all, spend it on Incubators first. They are the best thing that you can buy in the store. That way you can constantly have multiple eggs opening up, especially if you find a Pokemon hub with a lot of different Pokestops. If you have filled up your egg capacity, you could miss out on a 10-kilometer egg, which has really rare, really awesome Pokemon in there. So you want to make sure that you are hatching them as fast as you're getting them. So if you're going to get any items, focus on Incubators. That way you're constantly working on 5, 6, 7 eggs at a time, and you can continuously go to the Pokemon stops where you can get more eggs and you constantly get these awesome Pokemon. It's one of the best ways to level up in this game. Tip number 2, explore your city and pay attention to places, big shopping centers and parks. Find the Pokemon hubs where there's a high density of beacons and gyms around the area. That way, you can go there. There's automatically going to be a ton of other people playing the game that are attracted to this area. You're going to get free beacons, which I would suggest you never spend money on because somebody else will. You can just find a beacon, walk up to it. You can get the Pokemon right then and there that are being attracted to the beacons. You meet people. There's tons of things. You can walk around to the different beacons and constantly get filled up on the Pokeballs. I have a Pokemon hub by my house, and we always go to that hub first before we go off and check out a new area. That way I can make sure I walk around to all the beacons, fill up on 150 Pokeballs, and then head out, check out a new place where I may find a hub for a rare Pokemon. Now, that's also something that you want to do when you're exploring. Yes, a park may not have a ton of beacons and a ton of people walking around, but different parks, different areas are known for different types of Pokemon. We found a park that has a ton of Squirtles, and that's where I go when I'm trying to catch Squirtles to evolve my Wartortle into a Blastoise. We found a park that really has a ton of Monchans. We found a park that has a ton of Jinxes. We found a park that has a ton of Electrodes. We found a park for Tauroses. And we continuously find these different places and we keep track of these things. And if they don't have a lot of beacons, I just make sure I stop at the Pokemon hub by my house, get some balls, and then we go over and start collecting those Pokemon to be able to evolve my Pokemon and level them up. Tip number 3, do not level your Pokemon until you have enough candies to fully evolve it. The reason being is when you evolve a Pokemon, it gains a ton of experience. And if you spend time leveling it up close to the highest level that it can be where your level is, when you evolve it, it's not going to gain as much CP as it would if you evolved it at a lower level. So it's more efficient to evolve it first and then start leveling it up. On top of that, I would not evolve any Pokemon that can be evolved 2 times for 3 different evolutions until you have enough candy to evolve it 2 times in a row. Reason being is as you level up, you start finding higher level Pokemon. And if you evolve a level 70 Squirtle and then you find a level 270 Squirtle. When you evolved your Squirtle at level 70, it went up to a level 188 Wartortle, and then you have this level 76 Squirtle. You just wasted a lot of candy because you could have evolved that 270 Squirtle into a Wartortle that was going to be close to the 500 when you have to be stuck with the 188. Then when you evolve it to Blastoise, it's going to be closer to 1,000. When the 188 Wartortle, when you evolve it to a Blastoise, it's probably going to bump up to closer to 600, which is basically just wasted candy. So always wait until you have the candy to evolve your Pokemon 2 times in a row. That way you can always pick the highest level Pokemon that you found up to that point. And then once it's fully evolved, then start feeding it candy to actually level up the CP level to start using it in gyms. Tip number 4, use lucky eggs in a very efficient manner. Number 1, if you are going to spend money on lucky eggs, I would buy a couple right when you start. The reason being is you get 500 experience points for every new Pokemon that you find. If you just started and you only have your starter, whether it's Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander, or Pikachu, you can then apply a lucky egg to get double experience points. Then you walk out, that first Pidgey you catch is 1,000 experience. That first Rattata you catch, that first Paris you catch, that first Eevee you catch, all those hyper common Pokemon that are everywhere, you get double experience for all of those. In your first day, you're probably going to catch 20 unique Pokemon. Using those lucky eggs during that period of time will really boost you up. It'll get you up to close to level 10 in your first day. It's amazing how fast you will level up if you're using those at the very beginning. Then after you reach the point where you're not finding new Pokemon all the time, I would be much more selective in the times that you use a lucky egg. Now, if you're watching the video in the background, I actually started a lucky egg and then I went on an evolution spree. You get anywhere from 500 to 1,000 experience points per evolution. So go out and go catch a ton of Pokemon, catch a ton of Pidgeys, a ton of Rattatats, and whatever else. And when you have the ability to upload 10, 15 Pokemon in a row, then hit a lucky egg and do the evolutions. I did this at level 12. Just before I was going to level 12. And I did a lucky egg and went through. By the end of this video that I'm recording right now, I hit level 14. Went up 2 levels with 1 lucky egg because I spent an hour and a half going around collecting a ton of Rattatats, a ton of Pidgeys, and getting it to where I could do a lot of different evolutions all at the same time. And that kind of leads us into tip number 5, which is evolution experience. Never get rid of all of your Pidgeys. If you have evolved a Pidgey into a Pidgeot and you're not leveling it up to be one of your main Pokemon at that point in time, every time you catch a Pidgey, you get 3 candies. Rather than stocking them up and feeding it to a Pokemon that you're not going to use, hang on to those candies and collect Pidgeys. When you have 12 candies, you can evolve that Pidgey into a Pidgeot and then sell it for a candy. So you do this cycling of evolution, sell for candy, catch, evolution, sell for candy, which is going to be the most efficient way to actually gain experience points as you're moving up. I hope these 5 tips help you out and help you become Pokemon Masters. We will see you guys next time. Hey Grabass Nation, thank you so much for tuning in and watching this video all the way to the end. Don't forget to smash that like button, and if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button right now so you can keep up with all the grabassery that happens on this channel every single day. If you thought that video was funny, be sure to check out the top 10 funniest moments from last month. It'll put you on the ground rolling in laughter.